It's Alicia from Read to Plana. Happy Nerds Day Thursday, although today's technically Friday. I wanted to talk about the last two episodes of Daredevil. It seemed like the creators were really leaning hard into a grimdark version of New York City that didn't resonate at all with me, both because I'm not a huge fan of grimdark, but also because I'm originally from New York and it just hurts my heart to see it look like that. But the last two episodes were a breath of fresh air, and I feel like a renewal of the original principles and things that made us fall in love with Daredevil in the first place. They discuss this concept of mercy, and you may have heard of grace before, which is when you get favor you don't deserve. But then mercy is when you don't get what you do deserve, when you're being spared punishment. And can somebody who has committed all sorts of atrocities get mercy? And should they get mercy? It's a really interesting concept. It was very clearly imbibed by Froggy in that flashback episode. But what I love about this episode is now that Froggy is gone, Daredevil has to come up. Matt really has to decide for himself if he wants to just let that part of himself that employed Mercy die with Froggy, or is he gonna let Froggy's pushing continue on past his life? I think he will, because I think letting go of that part of himself is like letting Froggy's memories die, and also like pushing out a part of him, his best friend that has been with by his side for years. But then there's also this decision that Matt has to make for himself, that am I merciful because I had a friend who was merciful, or am I going to choose it for myself? So I'm curious to see what ends up happening. Thanks.